My name's Caitlin Kennedy, and I am a intern here at Foster Source, and I get to be telling you all about Foster Source and what we do and how we help these foster children and foster families. So Foster Source is a nonprofit organization that offers training, resources, and support to foster parents in Colorado. And then to throw some numbers out there for you, 70% of foster parents quit within the first 2 years, and 12 kids in Colorado enter foster care every single day. That is a lot of parents that quit, and that is a lot of children that enter foster care every single day just in Colorado. The training that we will be using the funding for is going to be based off of the book called Trauma Stewardship. And this training is going to help foster parents learn how to cope and handle secondary trauma and compassion fatigue when children are placed in their care. And then to tell you more about secondary trauma, it's when an individual is exposed to people who have been traumatized themselves. So these foster parents are going to be exposed to these children that are going through trauma, have gone through trauma, are eventually going to go through trauma. And a lot of the time it can be really hard, and foster parents may not know how to deal with it or cope with it or care for the child in the best ways possible. And then a lot of the time that can lead to compassion fatigue, unfortunately, and that's when the emotional and physical exhaustion leading to a diminished ability to emphasize or feel compassion for others. So these foster parents might eventually just get burnt out caring for these children and not being able to take care of themselves, and eventually they just lose all emotion towards what's going on with the child. And so this training is really going to help it so the foster parents know what to do in both cases with taking care of the child as well as taking care of themselves. So what will this training do? It's our goal to have the foster parents complete the training having gained the essential skills to support the children in their care. So what are the best ways that they're going to be able to care for the child? What are the best ways that they can care for the child while caring for themselves as well? All of that is going to be outlined in that book that I mentioned earlier. So by granting this funding, you'll be supporting our community members that are most in need by allowing foster parents to maintain placement and providing children in care solely needed stability. These are just a few testimonies that you can read over that are really going to emphasize what our trainings do for these foster parents and what it does for the foster children as well.
Thank you, Caitlin. Caitlin is one of 6 college social work interns helping us out right now. I'm Renee Bernhard, founder of Foster Source. Just like Augustana offers the grief class for its congregants, Foster Source would like to offer a trauma stewardship class for our foster parents that will help them process the secondary trauma and compassion fatigue of fostering. We want our foster parents to grow and go and continue to serve the most vulnerable population, children in care. Thank you for considering our request. We appreciate your support.